Let me give you a real example, okay? So I worked with a couple, Mike and Teresa. Mike had big ideas, lots of them, okay? He's an idea guy. He's a dreamer. And I like dreamers, like some of the best ideas that have helped humanity move forward have come from dreamers, okay? But Teresa, she was practical. She would immediately tell him why his ideas didn't work. One night after hearing about yes and on this very conversation, like not this show, but in our mentorship, I told him yes and. I was coaching Teresa. So one night Mike said, I think we should buy a camper and travel for a month. Instead of that's crazy or we can't afford it, Teresa said, yes, and if we did, where would we go first? Mike lit up. He lit up. He smiled and he engaged and he lit up, and they talked for another 20, 30 minutes on where they would go, where they'd go first, where they'd go next, and what adventures that they would have across the country. Now, here's the thing. They still didn't buy a camper, but the conversation that followed brought them closer together. It allowed them to have a conversation where they weren't looking at their phones, where they weren't looking at the TV, where they weren't distracted. They just put their minds to work and they had a conversation about how much fun that would be. And even if that was the only moment, even if that was the only result, if that was the only thing that came out of it, that's beautiful compared to the yeah, but conversation.